You guys ever seen worst handwriting? I bet you haven't. Welcome to, well, some interesting stuff. A lot of you guys, I tried to break this down into two segments. There's a lot of interesting stuff here, so make sure you subscribe. We're on the road to 86K. You guys are freaking on the way to 85K? No, on the way to 86K. That one. Well, let's dig on into this, shall we? All right. Alexandro Coroli asked, my question is, how do you recognize a card will probably blow up in the future, or when a card might be strong in a future format? Also, how many copies would you say buy of the card in these cases? Thanks for the giveaway, and congrats on the 85K, man. Proud of you. Typically, the ignorant answer I want to say here is that you're just going to know. It doesn't take a genius to see some card support's going to go up. That's the ignorant answer, right? The more in-depth the answer is, kind of pay attention to what support a deck's getting, some of the interactions that you've seen with these decks. Pot of Disparity is one of those cards that you just know is going to be good. You also get, well, of course, the knowledge of looking at what the OCG is doing months ahead. The OCG sets a lot more precedent in our market than people really want to admit. All right, so typically a lot of the buying info that we get is roughly based on OCG information and other interactions. More staplistic buyouts based on our format is going to be dependent on card choices and knowledge that players have. I hope that really answers that question. It's really a lot of OCG metagame trends, to be honest with you. Tobias 1017. Happy you reached the goal. My question is, what new merch or products do you have coming out this year? I actually have a Gem Deck Box collab coming up here. I'll show you guys this. It's actually quite the frickin' beautiful spectacle. Alright, so we have this, and we just got the prototype back probably a couple weeks ago. This thing looks gorgeous. I'll have these back up on pre-order. Black Friday, we sold a good chunk of these. Dun 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 dun. There's the little front. On the inside, you have this, and then this is actually my favorite part. This is the most prideful thing I could ever have here. We have the Imco Games logo right here, which is frickin' gorgeous. I love this. But overall, the inside art, let's see if you can get a little bit better of an angle on that. This here, and then the front. The front is absolutely gorgeous. So those will be coming back out February, March, I would say, for an ETA. Playmats, we're still working on those. So more of those will be coming out here in the near future. So that's the cool stuff I've got. At least what I've been working on. So hope that answers that question, Mr. Tobias. Playmats, I haven't worked on anything yet. Hopefully soon. Alright? What are the best and worst buyouts that you've ever seen? Alright. Me and a group of 4 people, we bought out Interrupted Kaiju Slumber. And this was a hilarious buyout because Bosch kind of started heading out of circulation at this point in time. And we went ahead and we were like, nah, this card's got to be good at some point. So we bought it out, and then like 2 days later, it's just restocked because it's a super out of Bosch. All right, like nobody and their mother really cares about it at this point. So it was a horrible buyout, but I ended up keeping all the copies I had, and I actually got rewarded for this buyout months later, actually. Like that's the worst, best buyout I've done. I remember we bought out a card, and then 2 days, we bought out a side deck card to counter, it's like, what, spell purification? Something like that. It destroys equip monsters. And, equip spells. And we bought out the card. 2 days later, after we submitted our orders, they banned the deck that we bought all of them for. So I have all of these like spell purification zones sitting somewhere in a box because we bought them to counteract this deck, and of course they killed it 2 days later. So that is That was a bad one on my part. I'm never letting that friend talk to me to a buyout ever again in my life. It was horrible. Why is Red Gadget on your intro? It pays homage to the three greatest Gadget players that I've ever... Well, okay, there were three good Gadget players back in the day. Me, Nazar, Dalhan. We always communicated. We had a good blast. I was red. The other two were yellow and green. So, still kind of just pay homage to it. Mine's turned into a little blaster gadget, though, over the years, which is really cool. And that was from Radon, actually. Sparrow asked, what keeps you playing this game? I don't know. Want my honest answer? I've always had a burning passion for this game. And even in like the crappiest formats, I love analyzing and I love looking at how the game is constantly evolving. Seeing players counteracting metagame choices, some other cool things. I think that there are some pretty cool options available, at least to counter the metagame. So I like that aspect of the game. I think it's pretty cool. Mean Machine asked, congrats on the 85k subscribers, man. Thank you for commenting. I'm curious, what is your favorite deck of all time? My top 3 guesses would be Stun, Dragon Mage, or Striker. Those are the decks I see you most happy about on your channel. I would say top 3 of all time are Gadgets. I have to rep them, even if they're not super good anymore. Let's see here. Dragon Maid's a lot of fun. I like that deck a lot. Striker Toolbox is good. I like Striker. Striker, Dragon Maid's probably go with Stun and Gadgets. I think those are probably the 3. Tommy Faust asked, question, is the color of your shirt indicative of your current power level similar to Super Saiyan transformations? Yes. Yes, it is. The closer we are to blue, Rainbow Shirt Robbie's the most powerful. He's only shown up on this channel 3 times in collective history, and he is the absolute most powerful. Alright? Now, yep. Grin Got asked, my question for the 85k specials, what tips can you give to upcoming YouTubers? I'm going to say this every time I'm asked this question. I always try to say the same thing. Make sure you have fun with what you're doing. If you're not having a blast with the content you're producing, don't do it. All right? Or find something that is your niche. I'm always constantly asked, hey Robbie, look at my channel. I'm not going to look at your channel. I'm going to ask you the same question. What makes you unique? And I know it seems like kind of a bad thing, but if you can do the same thing that somebody else is doing. It's just what makes me want to watch you. What makes me want to hear your opinion over, say, SEMO, Mega Capital G, something like that. Like, what is your take on this? Like, that's what people want to hear. So, I guess my advice is have fun with what you're doing. Don't let it get you down if things don't work out, and stay at it. All right? I think that's fair. Dad of the Year asked, when are you gonna play Gadgets at locals again? Honestly, when we get better support, I love the deck. You guys know I love the deck. But until we get another round of acceptable support, it's going to be a while. Alright. Sorry to say that. Let's see here. Becca Chu 92 said, congrats, Robbie. What made you get into vending trading cards, and have you ever thought of a physical store? I've thought of a physical store. I don't really see much of a point in doing that when I can just warehouse everything. But what made me get into this? So, like, here's a little secret. Part of the reason why I got into vending was I come from not a very rich family. I come from lower middle class, and I'm willing to be honest with you. I never really had a lot of money growing up. So with what money I had, I used my knowledge, and I did a lot of trading. Sold a lot of cards. You start small and you work your way up. That's That's the secret to vending. It's rinse, wash, and repeat. You have to do it enough times that it matters. You have to continuously make some sort of profit. So over time, good investments, a lot of buying and selling. I honestly got sick of I got into vending because I needed cash to buy other cards. So, instead of trading to trade, you have to go that extra step to get cash to buy the cards so that you can play the game. So it's a constant evolving cycle, once again. So part of the reason why I got into vending was I've been doing this for years because I wanted Doom Caliber Knights to play gadgets. So slowly start trading up, start selling off the excess stuff, using money to buy at like 70%. You use your brain to get there, so that's how I'm here. So just my knowledge has rewarded me, luckily. So it is what it is. Tarzan Padilla asked, can we have bearded Robbie? He's been spamming this comment on all my videos. I don't want to grow out a beard. I hate the facial hair rubbing on my back, my double chin. Alright, I hate it so much. It's the worst. So, I don't think you're ever going to see that. Maybe at 100K. Probably not, but... Chris Mons said, congratulations on the 85K, Robbie. What was my favorite anime? It's always Clannad and Gundam. Every time. Though Tanigawa is growing on me. Alright, I don't think Tanigawa is going to surpass Clannad After Story. But we'll see. Mahinder Gaming HD said, question, are you Mitchell Slaughter? If not, who is he? Mitchell Slaughter is Mitchell Slaughter. I don't know why people keep thinking I'm Mitchell Slaughter, man. Just because I mess around with custom cards doesn't mean I have that much time. Alright? Skits Dude asked, what made you start being a Yu-Gi tuber? What's your inspiration to do YouTube? So back when I played gadgets in 08, 09, my writing is horrible. I can't write to save my life. So I wanted to write articles and I wanted to share the knowledge and the game theory that I had with gadgets. So I went to the medium that I was good at, talking. I could show what I was talking about instead of typing it. And here we are today. So this became my medium for talking about the game. And like I said, I love this game to death. A lot of people might not see it, but this game is a lot of fun, man. So yeah, I started Yu-Gi Jim because I wanted to talk about gadget theory, and because I can't type for crap. All right, so we can talk. All right, just go to the other medium that you're acceptable at. And then Annoying Lizard asked, "What's the story behind the particle board nailed to the hole in my room?" That hole in that wall is almost as old as this channel is now. It's finally gone, by the way. So, I think that was the particle board is covering the hole in the wall. For all of you that remember the hole in the wall, it's been taken care of. So it's going to wrap up part 1 of the Q&A. There were so many questions. Part 2 will have more. Trust me on that. But we will come back to that shortly. I love you guys. I really do. I don't know if I show it enough, but I love all of you. Please continue to support me. It means the world to me. Alright? See you guys on part 2 of the Q&A special. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCole40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCole40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcolegames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.